ready to catch these pips with me? Hey guys, that's it. It is 5:05. Anybody not here now? They are late. They are missing it. And we not waiting, guys. The party keeps going on and on because we got to catch these what? Pips. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. The pips wait for no one. So let's go ahead, get started and do what we do, right? Okay, so guys, we're going to start with this one. Genesis 28:15 says, "And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land, for I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of." Guys, this is so awesome. This is so beautiful. Understand that every promise God has made you, He is not going to leave you until it comes to pass. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite words of all times. One of my favorite words is shall. So every promise that God has made you, His word says it shall come to pass. So that word shall, there's no if, ands, buts, or maybes. No way around it. It is what it is. It's that amazing, awesome promise. What? Yes, yes. So guys, guess what? He has already started fulfilling a promise just by bringing you here. Just by bringing you to the Billionaire Bosses to be able to learn how to become wealthy trading on the foreign exchange market, how to earn residual income by sharing this amazing information with other people. Guys, He has already done that. He's already started that. I promise you are here for a purpose, and it is your destiny. Walk in it. Yes. So here we have our affirmation for the Billionaire Boss. Now, guys, you should personally, okay, you should personally have 15 I am affirmations. Now, we know that I am are the absolute two most powerful words in the world, because whatever you say after I am shapes your reality. Okay? Believe that. It shapes your reality. Guys, I'm telling you, before I even got into trading, okay, before I even started teaching others, like I said, when this was first brought to me and I saw the charts, I was like, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do that. Guys, I looked at those charts and I was like, oh my God, I don't believe I am smart enough to be able to get that. I'm not going, I don't have, what? That is beyond me. That's what I thought. I thought that those charts were beyond my understanding. But look where I am today, guys. I am here teaching you guys. I'm here teaching trading on the Forex, something that I didn't think I would ever be able to have a grasp on. But listen, let me tell you how important your affirmations are, okay? So your affirmations, whatever you say after I am, like I said, is going to shape your reality. So even before I understood what a stop and resistance was, what I knew about anything about pips, any of that, before I understood, these were my affirmations. I was saying that I am sought after on how to become a master trader. I said that I teach the Forex trading to anyone with ease, and I'm the best at it. That's what I felt. Now, I didn't know anything about it, but those were my affirmations. Those were the affirmations that I was speaking daily, that I was determined to walk into my affirmations. And look today. Guys, this was done about a year ago. All right, so here at the Billionaire Boss Empire, we say I am a master trader, and with every trade, my balance grows. I am a master recruiter, and like-minded individuals are drawn to me. So understand the power of your words. Understand that there is power in your tongue. So be careful what you are speaking over yourself and what you are allowing others to speak over you, because it is very important. If anybody puts this down and say, oh, you just doing this, you doing that, saying that's just a scam, or I understand you're still confused about money. I'm so sorry to hear that. Get back with me when you get a better understanding. Okay? Because guys, this is your business. You don't work for anybody. This is your business. You are business owners. And for the month of September, you started your business for $19.99. Where did they do that at? Right here at Epic. How amazing. How absolutely amazing. All right, so remember, you say your 15 personal I am affirmations in the morning before you come on the call. It's important. Then we come here and we are fired up. We are ready for this thing. Okay, so we go ahead and get into the news. Let's see what's going on in the news. All right, so I'm going to refresh. Now, guys, remember, several times throughout the day, you want to make sure that you are refreshing your news. Right now, we are on forexfactory.com. And you go under calendar and you're going to locate the news. Okay? All right. So I'm going to refresh just in case anything has been added since I first logged into the system. Okay. So we have bypassed some red folders, but we do have some others coming up. So take a look at this. 8:30. We've got orange folder in the USD. Now, orange folder is not as high impact, okay, as a red folder. The orange folder just means proceed with caution because it could make your trade go in the wrong direction. All right. So just be cognizant, any currency pair that you are in with USD around 8:30 this morning, be careful. All right. But at 10 a.m., the GBP has an orange folder and the USD has two red folders. So here we go. We've got Chairman Powell testifying again. And then the Treasurer, Secretary Munich, he's going to be speaking. So, guys, this right here, these red folders are high impact. They mean, whoa, stop. If you are in a currency pair with USD, you may need to exit that trade right now, or you may not even need to get into it at all. So this 10 a.m. red folders could very well impact the 9:30 bell. Okay, it can have an impact on that 9:30 bell. I know some of you like to get into the US 30. So that could very well impact that 9:30 bell to start the US 30. So don't jump in right away. Just wait. Just wait first and see what's going to happen. Okay? All right. Let's see. And that's actually it for the day unless they add something else. And that is why you want to refresh, because you need to know what's going on with the news. You got forexfactory.com. You've got Bloomberg. Know what's going on. And I'm not talking about your local news, because your local news is designed to put fear in you, to just scare you. That is not what you need to watch. I mean, you can watch it to know what's going on in your area. But as far as what to know, what you need to know what's going on in the markets, that you need forexfactory.com. Another one is fxstreet.com. I don't know, I like this one better. As well as Bloomberg. So Let's take a look. 10 a.m. said Chairman Powell. You can click on the folder and see what goes on, what they're talking about, what's going to be going on. So he's due to testify on the CARES Act before the Senate Banking Committee in Washington, D.C. So that is definitely going to have an impact on how the people feel. Are they going to be buying or selling? And that is going to have an impact on your trade. So be careful. Now, before we get into our trades, guys, have you gotten into your back office? If you have not, shame on you, because you're missing it. Guys, you really need to go into your back office every day. This is your business. Guys, I can't stress that enough. It's not my business. This is your business. So what do you need to do? You need to mind your business. Know what is going on with your business. Guys, now remember, me and Mr. Kimbrough have been telling you guys how they take care of their leaders. So everybody that reaches that ambassador level is going on a paid vacation to Mexico. Remember, the last weekend in September, anybody that reaches that ambassador level is going on a paid vacation to Mexico. Guys, if you have not been in your back office, you are missing the fact that they've got a contest going on right now. What? What? Do you mean to tell me that they are giving a chance for someone who has not reached ambassador level to be able to go on this paid vacation to Mexico? Come on, somebody. What? And this is what I'm saying. If you are missing your back office, if you're not getting in there, look at the information that you are missing out on. So make it a goal to yourself that you are going to get into your back office every day so that you don't miss out on this important information. So let's take a look at this September to Remember contest. Guys, it starts today. The contest starts today, guys, September the 24th, and it's going through the end of September. So from the 24th today until the 30th, that's the contest period. So here it is. The top recruiters. The top 3 recruiters during the contest period win accommodations for 2 at a host hotel. What? Okay, so 3 or more. Here's the qualifying. To enter a drawing for 2 winners for the accommodations for 2 at the host hotel. Guys, are you excited? Are you excited seeing this? I know I am. I know I am. Because, honey, baby, if this don't put a little oomph in your giddy up, you might want to. Because, come on, guys, get them on. Get them out there. All right, let's look at these requirements. So 3 new personally enrolled. So the ones that were done before, they don't even count. What we got going on in the chat? What we got? Okay, Danielle, I see you. I see you being excited. Yes. All right. So any that you have already signed up do not count at this point for the contest. They count for your team, but not for the contest. Starting today, 3 new personal enrolled today is going to get you 1 entry. So when you enroll 3, that's 1 entry. When you enroll 6, that's 2 entries. Guys, 9 is 4 entries, 12 is 6 entries, and 15 or more, guys, you're getting 10 entries in the contest. What? All right. And the drawing is going to be held October the 3rd during the online International Super Saturday event. So we definitely don't want to miss that. Now, of course, you always need to know what the rules are. You need to know what to follow. So only one winner allowed per distributorship. If already qualified for the retreat, now guys, check this out. For all that are already qualified for the ambassador retreat, if you are a winner for this contest, you get the option to receive $500 cash once you check in at the resort. So you're getting a paid trip to Mexico and they're going to give you $500. What? Where they do that at? Right here at Epic. Because we are Epic. Now, the contest is for accommodations for one all-inclusive room at the host hotel, up to 2 people. Guys, so that already lets you know that it's going to be an all-inclusive location. It's going to be an all-inclusive resort that this is this amazing vacation is going to be in Mexico. Now, it's also going to include the transportation to and from the hotel, from the airport, but your flight is on you. That's your responsibility. The flight is not included. You have to pay for your own flight. No substitutions are allowed. Rewards are not transferable, so you can't win and pass it on to somebody else. And if a contest winner can't make it or they decline the trip, then they will do another drawing and pick someone else. Guys, are you even more fired up about getting people on? You should be. Make sure, you know what? Also, guys, make sure you are getting into your back office so that, do this. Oh, what I want to do. What is it? All right. There we go. So sensitive. You need to know what is going on. Guys, so much so that they have put a calendar in the back office. Well, shoot. I got to log back in. All right. They have put a calendar in the back office for you to know exactly what is going on and when. And you can see that the Epic University goes live October the 1st. Guys, I can't wait to get in there and look at it. You can see they have a 2 a.m. London session. They've got a 7 a.m. New York session. They've got study hall at 8. And they've got the Asian session at 9. Look, the weekly market forecast, 8 p.m. on Sundays. Guys, why are you missing information? Why are you missing stuff? All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the market. Let's take a look and see what is going on. Second, looking at the US 30. Now, we know that the US 30 is, the standard lot size is 1. So every point, because the US 30 is counted in points, not pips, every point is going to get you $10 with the standard lot size of 1. And that can make you a lot of money, but in the same token, it can cost you a lot of money if you are not careful. Okay? Now, right now, it's going sideways. So we know that the market has three directions: up, down, and sideways. So we look, we get in. When the green crosses the red and that alligator mouth is wide open, because when the green crosses the red and the blue, oh, you know what to do. You get in there and you ride that alligator until his belly gets full and closes, going back in the opposite direction. Yes, we eating as long as the alligator is eating, baby. And it doesn't matter what the candles are doing as long as that alligator mouth stays wide open. All right. We make sure that we follow with our stop loss with the PSAR. And I'm going to show you guys all of this information. Okay. All right. But right now, the US 30 is going sideways. So let's look at time frame confluence. We're going to look at the 1 hour is in a sale, but it's got a little consolidation. Okay. It's got some confused candles. So it's pulling back a little bit. The 4 hour is also in a nice strong sale. So we know that the actual trend of the market for the US 30 is a sale. So what we would do is wait for this to come out of its confusion, out of its consolidation, and then go back into a sale. Once it goes back into a sale and that green crosses the red into a sale, we can get into that trade. But you guys know that I always show you the US 30 compared with the German 30 because they usually run simultaneous. They usually run neck and neck. Now, the German 30 is actually selling more than the US 30. So every now and then you will have this, but more often than not, you will find that they are side by side. They are parallel to each other. Let me move my stochastic. I want it to be even with that. All right, so let's see. With the German 30, buying. Okay, the 1 hour is in a sale, but look at that green turning towards that red. All right, it's making its turn. It's making its journey turn. 4 hour is in a sale with some pullback. So guys, that lets us know that the overall trend for the German 30 is also in a sale. So we know that when we see this right here, this is pullback. So we will wait until the German 30 finishes doing what it's going to do and turn around and go back into its sale. And then we can get in. Now, the reason why I like to show you, you guys, the German 30 and the US 30 is because although they both require a standard lot size of 1, where the US 30 is going to get you $10 a point, the German 30 is not $10 for every point. And that is, well, it's not as much. So you can actually get into the German 30 and not break your bank and see how it works, see how it flows. So let's take a look and see what gold. All right, gold look like it's still selling. Now, guys, when I tell you gold moves fast, this is not something that someone new wants to jump into. Now, absolutely, yes, you can practice in your demo account and see how it's going to move, see what happens, and understand this, guys. When you get in, remember, we do not trade with emotion. If you are not feeling well, if you are not in a good place, if you are not in a good mood, if you've got anything going on, do not trade. Now, it is a recommendation. Anything that I say, guys, is a recommendation. It's not an order. But I'm telling you, don't trade because you're not in the right headspace. And I promise your trade will not go the way that you want it to go. You will lose in your trade. So if you're not feeling well, just sit out. It's okay. You can look at the chart, but do not get in. That would be a very bad mistake. Okay? All right. So, gold, 1 hour, is in a sale. And the 4 hour is also in a sale. So, that lets us know, remember, the trend is your friend. So, the overall trend of the market for gold is that it's in a sale. So, I'm going to show you guys. Let me pull up. Let me pull up. Let me pull up. All right. I'm going to pull up the gold and I'm going to get in for a market execution for a sale. All right. I'm going to go new order and I'm going to do market execution. So that's my type, market execution. If I do a drop down, I can do a pending order, but we're going to do market execution and it's a sale. I'm jumping in. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? Yes. Remember, anytime you enter a trade, it will always be in the negative. Why? Because you've got that spread. And let me do this. Let me show you this. Okay, I want you guys to remember. I want you to understand. Okay, Miss Pat, take care. Feel better. Love you. Feel better, Miss Pat. Get you some rest. All right. So, okay, so here we go. We're talking about the spread. Yes, ma'am. So, here we are. We're talking about the spread. Okay, so the spread, when you think about it, let me do this. Okay, when you buy or sell a currency, someone on the other end has to be willing to sell or buy it from you. So that's the spread. That's where the spread comes in. So the lowest price that a seller will sell a given currency pair to you call it the asset, is referred to as the ask price. And the highest price that a buyer will purchase is called the bid price. So the spread is the difference between the bid and the ask at any given time. So when you enter a trade, you want to be careful and pay attention to the difference. And that's where that pipette comes in, because that pipette is where they calculate that spread. All right. So when you enter a trade, you will have to pay the difference to your broker. So that means you're always going to start off your trade in the negative. And it's always changing. So it's okay to get into a trade and you see it's in the negative. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't be afraid of the pullback. Okay? If you've done your analysis properly and you have taken a look and you've studied, you've laid down your support and resistance lines, guys, it's okay. Because the pullback has to happen. It's natural. It's natural order. Okay, so let's go back to our trading view. This is our trading view. And what we're going to do is we're going to put us down some support and resistance lines. So I'm going to come down here to my date and time, hover over that with my cursor. I'm going to left click and I'm going to move it to my right, which is going to make it smaller so that I can see more of the area. Now, what I'm going to do next, I am going to come up here and turn my candle into a line, which is actually the moving average. Now, you can do it two ways. You can leave your candles turned on And what you be doing is you're looking to see, and actually it's kind of sitting on a support and resistance area right there, right now. So you're looking to see where those wicks have touched several times. So what that lets you know is it has pushed at a certain area and it couldn't get through. It came back. It couldn't get through. So that is going to be a support and resistance area. So you're looking to see where it has touched several times. Now, I like to turn it to the line and see the moving average, because to me, it's like it just cleans it up a little bit better, and you can really see those peaks and valleys where it's touching multiple times. So I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna grab my line, and I'm going to make it blue so that I can distinguish my support and resistance lines from any other lines that I use. That is not where I wanted to put that. I let it go too soon. All right, this is what I'm looking at right here. So what I want you guys to start doing is when I move my cursor, you can see my crosshairs. So you want your eyes to go diagonal across the chart so you can see where does those points touch that crosshair several times. Here, here, it went up, but it came down here. So let's make it even smaller, because what we're looking for is, because it's in a sale, we want to layer some support and resistance lines below where we are right now. So that is what we're looking to do. So we make it smaller, and understand this: the market will always correct itself. The market will always correct itself. So what that means is those same support and resistance lines, look, see, here it is, revisiting right here, those same support and resistance lines, it will revisit those areas. And that's how you can get a better understanding and knowledge of knowing when you're in a trade where it can go, where you want to set your take profit, because you have a good idea of where it's headed to. You can see those zones. All right. And see, I didn't even see these, but I knew that there were some others, because that's what the market does. The market is going to correct itself. Look, 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 look. All right. Now I'm looking for it to come on down, but let me see. Right now we're in August. Okay, it's coming. It's trying, maybe. Nope. Still up there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me see, what is this? Back in July. Okay, so gold hasn't been this low since July. Gold has been on the uptrend. All right, so let's see. Now, guys, this blue dotted line that you can see right here, I know it's really, really faint, but that's the current price point. So remember I said it's actually sitting at a support and resistance now. Look right here. Right here. It was, this was July the 22nd. It was at this same area, same price point that it is right now. So let's come up and grab us another line and go ahead and put, all right, go ahead and put our support and resistance. Okay. All right, so this is where it is, but we're looking, where could it possibly be going? All right, here we go. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so we can see, because those peaks and valleys are a little small. So I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit so we can just see it that much better. Okay. All right. Remember, watch the crosshair. Oh, that's one right there. Right there. All right. Now, let me show you what I was looking at. I'm going to come back. I'm going to lay it down. All right. So here, it came down and touched. Over here, it came up and touched, and it touched, and it touched several times. So the reason why we call it a support and resistance line is because if it's underneath, if the candle is underneath, guys, it's resisting, trying to push through the ceiling. You think of a ceiling. It's trying to push through the ceiling. Okay? If the candle is above, if it's above and it's trying to come down, it's trying to push through the floor. The floor supports you. So that's why this same line is a support, try to come up, and resistance. Okay, here it's a resistance, it's underneath. Here it's above, try to push down, it's the floor, it's the ceiling. It's going to revisit that same area. Okay, and if we were to continue, yep, look, that's enough. See, strong right there. All right, so let's see how many pips this is between where it is and this next support and resistance line right here. So I'm grabbing my ruler, touching. Ooh, my goodness, guys. Goodness gracious. That is, now I wonder, do you guys see that? That is 3,489.3 pips that the gold could possibly travel. So guys, you can catch some pips. You can catch some pips. Let me turn my candles back on. Remember, we use the Heikin-Ashi candles because the Heikin-Ashi candles are the trend candles. I'm going to stretch this back out. I'm going to come over to my chart. I'm going to grab it, pull it back down. All right, so I would want this to get enough momentum to push through this support and resistance line. Okay, so you can actually set up a pending order for gold. You can set up a pending order for any trade. But remember, I got in for a market execution. All right, so guys, I can do a take profit 1, 2, and 3 within here. So let's see. Grab my ruler again, and I'm going to put it. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Let me go to my MetaTrader 4 so I can see the actual number that I got into it for. All right, so this is my trade. This is my trade for gold. It's running for a sale. And this, hold on, I want you guys to be able to see. I'm trying to, oops. Oh, come on. All right. So the same thing that you can do on the MetaTrader 4, on TradingView, you can do it on the MetaTrader 4. So if you select your numbers down here at the bottom, your dates, date and time. If you select that down at the bottom, you left click and you move it right and left, and you can make your candles smaller and bigger. Okay, same thing. You come over here to your price point, left click, hold it up and down, and you can see your numbers better. All right, so right here, this is where we are right here. Okay, so this is the price that we actually entered the trade. So this green line right here shows us where we entered the trade. Here we see our stochastic is approaching the 25 and the 16. So we know that eventually when it gets down here, it is going to turn around. Okay, because it's oversold. Oversold, prepare to buy. That's pullback. We're not stressing it. We're not worried about it. Okay, so this is the price point that we got in, 1850. So I'm going to go back to TradingView. I'm going to go back to my gold on TradingView and lay my line down so I can see where that is, where I got in. Okay, so I'm going to come up, I'm going to grab a line. I'm going to change it to pink so I don't get it confused with my trading view. I mean, with my support and resistance. And let me see. It was 1850, but it was 1850.19. Okay, so I'm going to come up here to my wheel, which is my setting. I'm going to select it and I'm going to change to the 19. I'm going to say okay. Now, this is the actual point where I entered my trade. Okay. Now, remember, because you've got the countdown to the candle over here, it's going to push your other numbers down. So you've got your current price running. We've got our entry point. We've got our support and resistance. So that's why they're down here, because you've got the candles being countdown. You've got your countdown right here. So it's not going to line it up. If this throws you off, if that's just, I just can't, Miss Benita, that's just too confusing. Guys, you can stretch it out until it lines up. Okay? If it throws you off, you can stretch it out until it lines up. So this is what it actually looks like. But you can't see your trade, can you? Right. So it's okay to understand where those places actually are. It's going to show you your numbers here. It just wants to make sure that you can see. That's all. All right. So with that being said, making it a little smaller, bring it down so I can see. I'm going to left click and move so that I can see my, there we go, see my support zone. And then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab my ruler over here. I'm going to lay it down where I got into my trade. And then I'm going to move it down. Let's see. We can do, I mean, you could do any, like from here to the support and resistance area. That's actually 153.2. Yes, because that's how fast it moves. So we can do that. Or, I mean, really any number in between here is what you can do. And then you would come up, grab another line, make sure your color is green so that you can see where you want to put your take profit. Come to the bottom of that arrow, place it down, and now you've got a take profit one. Okay, but this is what I'm going to do. Because it's right at a support and resistance line, it can actually turn around and go the other way. I'm going to let this support and resistance line be my take profit. So this blue line is actually going to be my take profit. So I'm going to come back to my trading view, my MetaTrader 4. I'm going to slide it over so that I can see my numbers. I'm going to come to my trade that I have running. Now, do you guys see how fast this gold is running? And this is why I wanted to get into this. This is why I wanted to show you. Guys, gold is no joke. You need to know that you know that you know before you enter in gold, because it moves. All right. So I'm going to double click on the line. And now see, what came up was market execution. So I went to my trade. I want to modify it. I double clicked on it, but market execution came up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my drop down box and change it to modify order, because I want to modify what I entered in. Okay, I want to change the information that I entered in. So up here at the top is what is currently running. That's what's currently selected. Down here, here's my modified order box. This is where I'm going to change my information on the MetaTrader 4 when you are entering your modification. So remember, we're going to put the take profit, and I'm going to use this very first blue number. Now, this is the zone that it can be going in, but I'm going to go ahead and do this very first number because I really want it to hit quickly so you guys can see it, may or may not. So 1848 decimal point. Guys, that decimal point is very important. As you see, when I touch decimal point, it jumped to the other side. If you don't do that, it's not going to be the accurate number. 7, 2, all right, we're going to leave it right there because that's the pipette. Boom. All right, so this is what I want to show you guys. I'm going to bring my MetaTrader 4 over so that you can see. Now, when we, and it's already trying to head to, it's getting ready to close it out. All right. All right. So right here is 14.7 pips. Okay. So that is not 147. You don't see the decimal point. When I hover over my take profit, you can see, and here's my counter up here, 7, 8. Guys, see how fast that gold is moving? Now, as long as that alligator mouth is open, guys, we can eat. So I don't have to have it up here, but I want to show you how quickly gold moves and how much it can get you. So it all depends on your lot size, what you're going to put in. Your lot size is going to be determined by your account balance. So if you have not, make sure you go to the Telegram group, and download the Billionaire Boss Empire Compound Growth Chart. Okay, if you want to grow your chart, your account by 20%, if you want to grow it by 10%, guys, this is an Excel spreadsheet. So all you have to do is enter in the information. So if you put $200 in your account balance, your goal for the day, if you're growing it by 20%, is $40. That's all you're trying to do. You get your $40 and you are done trading for the day. Yes, you can probably get more, but you want to be disciplined. You want to stay on your goal, because as soon as you start trying to get greedy, oh, I can get more than that, guys, your trade is going to turn and you'll end up losing everything that you put in. So you want to have a goal. You want to have a daily goal. What are you trying to go for? What do you want to reach for the day? You reach that and then you stop. You're done trading for the day. So this is a recommendation. This is not what we tell you you have to do. This is a recommendation, because we do not recommend you risking more than 3% of your total account balance. And guys, like I said, this is an Excel spreadsheet, so all this information can be changed. Let's say you have $80 in your account. You start your account with $80. Okay, guess what? It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to gain your 20% growth. So your profit for the day, you're looking for $16. Your lot size that you're wanting to use is 0.02. And you want to get a total of 98 pips for the day. That is going to get you your $16. Okay? That is what you're looking for. All right. Oh, not there yet. Not there yet. But it's close. It's close. So I'm going to come over here to my chart. Now remember, guys, you don't always have to set a take profit. I went to charts. I put my grid back on. because I want to see where I want to put my stop loss. Guys, if you don't do anything else, you need to make sure you always put a stop loss. Okay, I'm going to come back. Now this is what I'm looking at. When I put my grid on, the PSARs is going to let me know where I want to place my stop loss. So this first PSAR is over the first candle. This second PSAR is over the second candle. So you want your stop loss, if it's in a sale, your stop loss is going to be above the first or second PSAR. So I can see that this price point right here is like right at that second PSAR. As I bring my eyes over, here is my rate. This is my price point right here that I want to select for my stop loss. So now I'm going to come down to my trade. I'm going to double click. And this time modify order came up. So you want to make sure that the type is what you want it to be. Sometimes market execution will come up. You don't want to do another market execution. You just want to modify your current order. So we're going to come right here to my stop loss box in my modify order box. And remember, this is my line. I'm coming over. This is the number that I want to enter in for my stop loss. So I'm going to put in 1860 decimal point. Watch the cursor when I touch the decimal point. Boom, jumped over to the other side. That's where we want it. 1. I'm going to select modify, and there it is. Now I'm going to take my grid back off because for some people, the grid kind of messes with their eyes, so I'm just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. And guys, this is such an awesome, amazing teaching experience right now that I'm so excited. This is something else that I have told you guys about. Okay, so although it came close, didn't it? But you're saying, but Miss Benita, that wick, it's below my take profit line, but it didn't stop it. It didn't take my money. It didn't give me my take profit. I don't understand. Here's the thing, guys. You've got, let me see, we are on gold. I want to show it to you over here in the market watch. Okay, here's gold. All right, you've got your bid price and your ask price, sell and buy. Okay, these are your price points. Guys, if both of these do not cross your take profit number, your take profit price, it will not close your trade. It won't do it. Okay, and the same thing if you put in a pending order and you see that wick comes below, or it reaches your area that you wanted to enter the trade but it doesn't activate. Guys, it is not going to activate unless both of those numbers cross the threshold. Think about that. Think about you've got two people racing. Okay, you got two people in a race. Well, usually you think about whoever crosses the line first wins. Okay, they're absolutely right. But guys, when you're looking at getting into a trade, both numbers have to cross the finish line before your trade activates or before your trade closes. So this was such a perfect teaching opportunity right here because you guys were actually able to see just that. You were able to see exactly what I mean. So yes, it got close. It was almost there. But both numbers, both price points have to get past it before it will close out your trade. So it's actually still running. Now, like I said, you don't have to set a take profit, but you always, always, always need to make sure that you set a stop loss because anything can happen in the market and it can send your trade going in the opposite direction. It can spike it going in the opposite direction. We've got another PSAR. So here's what we do. We hover over our stop loss, we left click, and we move our stop loss to stay behind the first or the second PSAR, whichever one you are more comfortable with. And this is why. So right now we've got some pullback because we know the overall trend of the market is in a sale. So right now we've got some pullback. You cannot be afraid of the pullback. You have to know that your account balance can hold and sustain your pullback. If you hover over your stop loss, it's going to give you the information that you are 92.1 pips away from your entry point. So we're looking at the box, okay? The profit is a negative. So that means if it hits your stop loss, that's how much it will deduct from your account balance. If you don't have that much in your account balance, your broker will stop you before it gets there. So you may say, well, it didn't even hit my stop loss, but it took me out of the trade. That's because you didn't have enough. Your account balance couldn't hold or sustain that pullback, which is why you want to make sure you're using the appropriate lot size if you're going to get into a trade. The appropriate lot size is going to help you with your account balance and with the pullback. So here is why we put our stop loss where we do. Although you've got this pullback, you've got this green candle heading into a buy, more than likely, guys, because the PSARs are the reversal in the market, more than likely this candle is not going to go past this first or second PSAR. It's not going to go beyond that point. It's going to turn around and come back unless the market reverses. If the market reverses, this PSAR is going to flip down to the bottom and it'll be in a buy. Then it could hit your stop loss. So that's why you want to watch. That's why you want to be careful. And because you want to make sure that that PSAR stays tight to the stop loss, you want to continue to follow it. So each time a PSAR adds, you want to move your stop loss. Now, like I said, you don't have to have a take profit, but you always want to have a stop loss, because what you can do, you can hover over your stop loss, you can right click and come down to where it says trailing stop. Guys, you can set a trailing stop on your trade. Okay, 15 points converts to 1.5 pips. So that's really, really tight. So what it'll do is when your trade gets into profit, that stop loss will automatically move into profit, and it will trail your price, your current rate, by the whatever number you select. If you select 15 points, you're going to trail your current rate price by 1.5 pips. So if it retracts 1.5 pips, it'll close you out, but it'll close you out in profit. So guys, it's 6:04, but one more thing before we close out. We put in the trade on the gold. Guys, if you are using your MetaTrader 4 on your phone, if you have an Android, you will go to your MetaTrader 4. You'll see the arrows that are facing opposite from each other. That's your quote screen. You will locate the currency pair for gold, which is XAU USD. You will locate that. You will press and hold, and a box is going to pop up for you where you can place a new order. You can open the chart and look at the chart. You can look at your symbol properties. Now, when you do new order, that's what you want to select when you're going to put in your trade. You'll do new order. And at that point at the top, you want to make sure that it says market execution if you're getting in for a market execution. If you're entering your trade right then, You'll make sure it's on market execution. For the Android, your stop loss is going to be a red line. Your take profit is going to be a green line. If you have an iPhone, it will actually say stop loss and take profit. You'll enter in your numbers, and then you will select down at the bottom whether you are selling or you are buying. And then that is going to put your trade in. And that's how you put it in on the phone. Now, does anybody have any questions about anything that we have gone over, about anything that I have said this morning? Any questions, guys? Okay. All right. Now, remember, guys, you should be getting into your back office every day. Every day. This is your business. This isn't my business. This is yours. You paid $19.99 for your business. So make sure you are operating your business efficiently and effectively and with commitment. Mr. Kimbrough, did you want to say anything to close us out this morning? No, he may not be able to. Okay. No worries. No worries. But guys, in the
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not feeling well. Excuse me. I'm not feeling well today, but
Hmm.
I will persevere. And so y'all get in your back office, like she said. Trade like some champions. You know, you are a master trader. Believe that in your heart. Believe that in your mind, your heart, and your soul, and just do it. Just demo. Just
Mhm.
become that real master trader. Um, Could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be right here with these billionaire bosses this morning. So do your thing, y'all. Be bosses.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kimbrough. Guys, everybody have a wonderful day. That is actually going to end our call. Guys, get your people on these calls so that we can get you in on this contest. Okay? Come on, it starts today. Get in on this contest. Get you some people in on the 2 o'clock call. Get them in on the 8 o'clock call. Let's get these 3 ways going so that guys, you can just start recruiting. Get those recruits in. You don't have to know what to say. Just get them on the phone with us so you guys can get a chance to win that trip to Mexico. All right? Okay, guys, have a great day.